6:15 p.m. The sky is a bruised purple, and the blue hour has arrived. In this transition, shadows become hunters, and hunters become ghosts. But the king is not alone in the dark. A scent has been drifting on the cooling air for the last hour. A scent of musk, old scars, and raw aggression. Coming from the north is an intruder, a male T-Rex in his prime, 10 years younger and fueled by a desperate need to claim a prime hunting territory. This is the Twilight Rivalry. For these giants, combat is the last resort, but intimidation is a constant language. The intruder bellows, a high-pitched metallic scream that cuts through the evening silence like a knife. The king does not scream. He uses infrasound, a low-frequency vibration that humans couldn't hear, but every animal in this valley can feel. It is a warning that travels through the ground itself. This land is claimed. Turn back or pay the price. The younger male hesitates. He is faster, but he lacks the battle mass of the king, the sheer density of muscle and bone built over decades of survival. But youth often comes with recklessness. The intruder snaps his jaws, a sound like two massive slabs of stone clashing together. The king responds with a headbutt, a move used to establish dominance without using the lethal power of the jaws. The intruder is knocked back, his feet sliding through the damp mud. He has felt the king's true weight for the first time. The moon is now fully visible, casting a silver light over the battlefield. The rivalry is reaching its breaking point. The king lets out a short, guttural bark. This is the final ultimatum. There will be no more shoves. Next comes the bite. The younger male makes his choice. His pride is wounded, but his life is intact. He slowly begins to back away into the shadows. Dominance is reaffirmed. The king has held his throne without shedding a drop of his own blood. But the night is still young. The intruder has vanished, but the king remains on high alert. The adrenaline of the confrontation has overridden his earlier lethargy. He begins his midnight patrol, a circuit of his territory that covers nearly 15 miles of riverfront and forest. At night, the world is seen through a different lens. His sense of smell, the most powerful of any known dinosaur, creates a three-dimensional map of the darkness. He reaches the river's edge. The water is a dark, churning mirror, hiding its own nocturnal hunters. Suddenly, a splash. A group of Theslosaurus has been caught off guard while crossing a shallow sandbar. The king doesn't strike. At night, he is a scavenger as much as a hunter, and he senses a much easier prize nearby. It is a bloat, the carcass of an Edmontosaurus that has drifted downriver and become lodged in the roots of a giant cypress. For a T-Rex, this is a free meal requiring no chase and no risk of injury. In the brutal economy of the Cretaceous, this is a win. But the smell of a bloat attracts more than just the king. From the shadows of the cypress trees, a pack of Acaraptors watches with hungry eyes. The king tolerates them tonight. His belly is nearing capacity, and he has more important things to worry about than a few pounds of stolen meat. As he feeds, the temperature drops further. A thick fog begins to roll off the water, swallowing the riverbank in a white veil. By 8:30 p.m., the king is finished. He wades back to dry land, his body heavy and his snout stained black by the river mud. The patrol is almost complete. He has marked his boundaries, driven off a rival, and secured a massive intake of nutrients. The stars are at their brightest now. The world of Hell Creek is at its most peaceful, but the king knows this peace is earned, not given. 9 p.m. The Twilight Rivalry has ended and the deep night begins. But for a tyrant, the real danger is just about to wake up.